Welcome to Bougie Black Therapist Podcast. I'm your host, Montoyia McGowan, licensed clinical social worker in the tri-state area. Memphis is where our home is, but I am also an international speaker and a mindset coach. A lot of the people that I work with are entrepreneurs and they're working well, and I enjoy having conversations about how mental health and mental wellness is a part of our everyday life. I have some special guests here. I always say that. I always say I have special guests because everybody's special, but I can't help it. My guest today I'm super duper excited about. And introduce yourself.
How y'all doing? I'm Marcus.901. Many of you may know me as the Instagram dude, the dancing dude, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm straight out of Memphis, Tennessee, South Memphis, 901 Entertainment.
South Memphis?
You do what I'm saying? Whole lot of 901 ENT business and everything.
I probably should have asked you where you were from before I invited you to be a guest. So I'm going to let you slide this time, but thank you for coming. Thank you. And
it's me. Hi, guys. JayR.901. Social media comedian. You might have seen me on Roast Me or other funny things like that. Whole lot of 901 ENT business, though. And we're happy to be here.
Thank you.
Also, we have Babyayce.
Gang.
Digging boogers at his
Y'all just here to escort Ace. That's all. Mm-hmm. We appreciate y'all.
Superstar.
Yeah.
Star right there.
Superstar. Over 50 million views in the past 6 months.
Wow. That's amazing.
Babyayce.901.
Babyayce. I'm going to have to be one of Babyayce groupies.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, my God.
So, one of the things that I like to talk about is I coined Bougie boundaries. And Bougie boundaries is when you start to realize your value and you start to realize your worth, it should be a luxury for people to have access to you.
Stamp. Nah, stamp. This
big stamp.
That's 100% fair.
Yeah. And so I am sure that when it comes to y'all's business, you have to be a lot more mindful about who you allow to even have access to your energy.
Mm-hmm. Stamp it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How does that show up for you?
Well, for me personally, I don't really just hang around like too many people because of that nature right there, energy. I protect my energy a lot, and I know what type of person I am. I know what type of energy I bring when I'm around people. All good energy. It's just, sometimes it get draining when you giving your energy around, when you just too many people just around, or you're around too many energies that ain't on the same line with you. Right. It just get kind of draining. So that's why I just kind of like protect my energy, make sure I get my you time. Yeah. And so I can keep my mind just refreshed whenever I do step back out into the world and have to deal with people. Just, you know what I'm saying?
How many followers do you have on social media?
Right now I'm at 146 and count.
Okay.
146. 146,000.
Do you get a lot of people that reach out to you?
Yes.
How do you filter who you respond to?
Just cause I didn't have a nice fan base for so long, I kind of like just be knowing who be who. Mm-hmm. Like who just in my DM just want to respond. A lot of people just be wanting me to respond just cause I'm me. But to pinpoint just a lot of people that I respond to, it really all depends. It really all depends with how the first message even start. Okay. That's where I really go off of. So I just try to respond to everybody more as I can. But it's more the bigger I get, it's just, I kind of just watch who I respond to. Oh. Just because sometimes people just be just inboxing just to be inboxing.
Okay.
So.
That makes sense. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What about you?
How do I filter who I respond to?
Mm-hmm. How do you filter who has access to you in your business? Because you said, tell me all the things that you do.
Aside from the entertainment aspect of being an entertainer, I'm very a loner person myself. Like, I don't like being around folks. I don't really like people like that. I'm funny. Hey, I'm funny though. Like,
I hear that all the time from people.
I'm like, I mean, I interact with people well. Don't get me wrong, but I would just prefer to be in my own space, my own boat, where I'm in full control of what's of it all.
So what all things do you do? Because I asked you were you a dancer, and you was like, no.
So I sing R&B music. I have music on Apple Music. You can go look it up, JayR Hart. In the movie on Stars, Chicken movie on Stars right now.
Stamp it.
Whee!
Stamped.
I've done 2 Curry and Frosted Theaters commercials.
Stamp it.
With my bro.
Stamp it.
Marcus and other members of the gang 901 ENT. You know,
Okay.
all out of 901 ENT business. And like my own personal accomplishments. I've been on Roast Me for like, it's like a sketch comedy roast style show, but it's like real popular on All Def's YouTube. But yeah, so I was featured on there. I won an event in Memphis called Chicken Wars. It was actually hosted by Emmanuel Hudson.
Yes, sir.
From Wild 'N Out.
Yes, sir.
I do art. I draw. I write poetry.
Right, so you do like all of the above.
I do a lot of stuff, man.
All of the above.
And I'm pops.
Yeah. So how do you decide, like, how do you manage your energy if you're doing all those different things? How do you decide what you're going to focus on and what you're going to respond to and what appointments you are going to make and, you know, what connections you are going to work with? How you feel to that?
Generally, most of the connections that I build are people that I already knew before I was doing whatever it is that I'm doing. So it's just like, I mean, I entertain them on a business level.
Okay.
Filtering business from personal.
Real. That's what it. Yeah,
Okay.
that's basically what it. Yeah, that's
Okay.
basically
Like
what
if
it
you
is.
hit me up in my inbox on social media, if you're not somebody that I already know, you're definitely somebody who's trying to give me some money.
Okay.
For sure. Or what you talking to me for?
Okay. Okay, cool.
Or like if it's somebody who's like a supporter who like, you know, I love what you do. Of course
Yeah.
I respond to them like I'm appreciative for the support that I have received for sure. Like I'm not that type of person.
Yeah.
But just random people just, hey, give me this person number or you be with this person.
Man.
Like, yeah.
Man.
Don't
Okay.
talk to me.
Okay. Yeah.
Stop talking to me,
Yeah.
bro.
I mean,
Stop talking to me, bro.
I've been on most of my target audience is on Facebook, and so we do like community, and we talk, and we meet up at different places. And so I may go out and run into somebody who knows me and almost feel like they have a connection or a relationship with me, but I don't remember.
That happens.
That happens. It happens all the time. It happens all the time, I promise.
What you do?
They walk up to me, stick their hand out.
Yeah, it's
What's up,
like,
bro?
Like, remember the other day when Babyayce was doing this? You like, yeah, I remember.
Hey, if you're not finna walk over there, you can't just be back and forth, bro.
How you handle it?
I mean, it I just be, you know, like I just got through actually watching an interview, a Moneybag Yo interview, not too long ago, a couple days ago. He was saying some advice that Young Thug gave him about that type of situation. He like, it's almost sometimes you got to act fake.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You got to kind of like act fake. So, you know, certain people, you know, like I said, I don't hang around a lot of people.
You have to be the character.
And you have to be the character in certain
Right.
moments,
That's what
like
it is.
ha
You have
ha,
to be-
he
you have to
he.
be your
Sometimes
avatar.
you have to be like this. It's
Yeah.
a bad feeling when you're a good person, but it's all worth. It's worth it in the long run because you don't want people to feel so like they know you or
Right.
like
Entitled.
yeah they just entitled or you know what I'm saying.
I gotta
So
talk to him.
you got to keep that space between. Yeah, you got to keep that space between it. Like it always got to be a space between
Okay.
like this and that. It can't just be in my face. You got to be this all the time.
Okay. So I spoke in Ireland and in Spain. If you my groupie, then you should know that.
That's fine.
It's hard though.
As a mindset coach, teaching a couple of master classes. But I, this past year, I have struggled with friendship in business. Like you start out where y'all start out as friends and things are cool, and then business aspect
That's crazy, man.
changes the dynamics
Yes.
of the connection and the communication.
That's crazy.
How,
That's crazy.
you why you
Is
say
that
that's
not
crazy?
bro?
Yeah, it's life. I call it life.
Yeah, that's what we gonna say.
I call
That's
it
what we
life.
gonna say.
Yeah,
That's
I
what we
just
gonna
call
say
it
about
But
it.
how do you manage that? How have y'all managed that? I'm still learning.
Me, I only got one word from it. Separation.
Okay.
Separation.
Detachment.
Detachment. You know what I'm saying?
And like you said, separation. I get separating.
Yeah.
The relationship.
Yeah, separating the relationship.
Do you keep the business and change them?
Sometimes the business can't work with it. Sometimes the friendship can't work with it. You're going to pick which one is beneficial for each party and how it should be. And then we're going to separate it like that. Right. And that's just how it got to be.
Okay.
Period. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's like on my Long Live Proper, man. That's my mentor. That was my mentor before he died. He died like 3 days before the year started. But he was my mentor coach. And just basically, like, he was basically telling me, like, man, if they not aligned with you, or if they not aligned with you, you got to separate. Either go together or grow apart. And a lot of times when you growing apart from somebody, it's because business is involved, and that person don't know business, or it's one of the two. It's either, you know what I'm saying, it's either business get involved, I don't know, jealousy, you know, bittersweetness. You got you just got all of them in that realm. In that realm is just can happen, and if you don't take initiative in it, then it can get worse. So you just want to grow yourself apart from it, and it just goes back to like your energy too. Yeah. So you just want to make sure you just separate yourself from it. That's how you got to deal. That's how I feel like you got to deal with it. I don't care who it is. It can be mama, friend, daddy, cousin. Sure. It don't matter who it is. Sure. You know what I'm saying? It can hurt. It might hurt.
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot of mourning and grief that comes with it.
I could never say that, you know, like you don't feel a way about it. Mm-hmm. But in the end,
it's alignment.
In the end,
it's worth it.
I'm trying to get it exactly what I'm trying to say.
Okay, go
like how I'm trying to say.
We gonna stop interrupting you.
In the end, overall, your personal is more, you know, it's the most important. Like how your mindset and how you thinking, and if you're, you know what I'm saying, if you're well or not. Mm-hmm. That's what's most important for each individual person. So, you know, you just gotta accept that hurt and understand that it's for the better of you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And make it easier to do and accept for me personally. For sure.
So the a lot of the clients that I see are what I call the strong friend. And one of the things that the strong friend struggles with is being a rescuer, a saver, a helper, the connection, the liaison for everybody. And they will sacrifice themselves for the benefit of everybody else, and then get upset when people don't show gratitude.
Like what?
I call it being Jesus Jr.
Being
Jesus Jr. And I always say, who assigned you that? Like, who told you to be Jesus Jr.? And they're like, I told myself. Well, you can untell yourself. Like, you can change your mind.
Oh, yeah.
But the reason why people will come to therapy is because when they decide I no longer want to be the savior or the Jesus Jr. for everybody that's close to me, then like everything changes. The connection changes, the friendship. Yes. People will withhold their love or withhold their money or their resources. You know, we're not going to do that deal no more since you spoke up about this or that. How do y'all, like, what's your advice to people who are learning how to work through that? Because I'm sure it's a part of the business.
Say that question one more time.
How do you, like, what's your advice for the strong friend who has to make some changes or who has to separate because it's no longer aligning with them?
Okay. My advice, you have to literally, like, being that much of a help and putting so much of yourself to help others, you have to be selfish. You have to have a little selfishness in you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get to a point where you done did so much for people, and me personally, I don't care if the love is shown or not. It's because it's coming from the heart. It's just something I want to do. This something God didn't put me in a position to do. But God also will show you that, you got to get your, you know what I'm saying? As far as with self.
Yeah.
Getting yourself, like, what you doing with yourself. Get yourself right before you can help others. Like, you got to be able to show love. You got to be able to know love before you show love.
And you got you got to be able to give what you got. If
you ain't got it, you can't give. If you ain't got it yourself, you can't give. But a lot of people don't see what you giving when you're in the process of doing it. Like, if that makes sense. Like, I can have a vision for somebody, like, and had this vision like, hey, this gonna happen if we all and we do this and we take these steps. A lot of people not gonna. A lot of people take it and run with it. A lot of people are taking it and put initiative into it. But like when they about to put initiative into it and it's actually done, and then it's like you the back burner because they got it now. You know what I'm saying? It's like I got it now. I don't need you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to watch out for in life. You got to watch out. That's why you got to watch the people you're around. You got to watch the people who you generally, you know what I'm saying? Who you generally just with when it come to business, because business is just like the streets. Business just like the streets. It's just real talk. Business just like the streets.
Business is more of the streets than the streets.
In the streets, really, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, it just set up perfect.
Folks be out here in the streets, living in the streets, and don't even realize that they in a business. That they not even knowing that they in the business.
Yeah.
When somebody cross you out in the street, they gonna say they crossed you. But in the business world, they gonna tell you it's just business.
Business cutthroat. For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Business is business no matter what it is. No matter what you're doing, no matter what field you in, business is always gonna be business.
You're right.
And you gotta look at yourself as a business, because you are a business.
You are
every day. Every day that you're alive, you're a business for sure. You're trying to generate some revenue to continue your business and make your business more successful. aka yourself more successful. So sometimes you just gotta cut other people off. They can only be holding you back. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try not to.
Self-sufficiency is definitely important.
Yeah, I try not to misconstrue like signs from God. Like I'm very like
alignment
big
is
on
important.
Yeah, I'm very big on this. So like when I see signs, I'm big on signs. I'm big on everything. Even if it's the smallest, I'm big on it. Like I'm watching it. It's like, yeah, okay, that was for a reason.
How'd you get started in this business?
Just basically doing it. First, I started dancing with I want to say 9th grade. I was playing ball at first. I was supposed to be in the NBA, you know.
Of course.
But 8th grade, just to make the story short, I popped my knee at a place 8th grade. My first year ever playing professional basketball. My last year ever playing professional basketball also. Man. So that was my first time ever going through like depression and.
Cause dreams died.
Yeah, so that was the only thing I had. That's the only thing I was banking on as a kid, like hoops. You know, I'm from Walker Home. It's a small hood in South Memphis, like right Westwood area. So you know, it's not a lot of quick motivation to just be like, I can do it, push through it. Yeah. So you know, a lot of just everything. It was my first time experiencing it. This first time experiencing depression and not knowing what to do, and just it made me just like, I need to do something. So once hooping went down the drain, I started dancing in 9th grade, and I didn't take it serious. I didn't take none of it serious my whole 9th grade, my whole years in high school until 12th grade. Graduation came. I cried the day before graduation because I was just like, life. Here's life.
What I'm supposed to be doing now?
Yeah, it's like, here is life. Okay, I'm dancing, but like, what are you gonna do with it? And it was like, where do I start? That was when I had to talk to myself. You know what I'm saying? It was like, okay, start. And once I started, God just, you know, God elevates. Once you start into something that you believe in, you have faith in it, God will open up the rest of the doors. Like how I met his brother. 2016, my first year at high school, I met his brother, Future. Shout out to Future. And once me and Future connected, it was elevation from here, just elevation. God will elevate you. God put people in your life. God put certain people in your life for a reason.
So alignment is extremely important. It's a yes or no. It's no yes. In between.
I mean, I understand people though. As far as when it comes with the in between, like I'm an understandable person. Like I understand because it's life. But like, you know, when it's dead clear in your face, it's something you gotta learn.
What about you? How'd you get started?
To my dancing or singing? Or
what's your main business? Or do you have a main business? Or are you like a walking product suite?
The main business is 901
Entertainment.
901 Entertainment.
The number one entertainment company in the city.
In the city. Entrepreneurs.
It is. Stamp that.
What does your company do?
Social media marketing.
Develop entrepreneur mindsets. it actually for the youth. It actually started off like for the youth, like to grow entrepreneur mindsets in the youth, and that's what we've done. We have
literally have done it.
20 plus members, and with half the members and started their own businesses.
Really?
They branching off,
doing
their own thing,
their own business,
their own merch, and getting their own gigs. Like,
top dancers in the world. We all are some of the top dancers in the world. We are the top
and we
dancers.
everywhere. If you cut the TV on, you gonna see us. If you get on social media, you gonna see us for sure.
Oh, wow.
Somebody, one of them. Like, I meet so many people be like, bro, you be dancing? Oh, you know this dude named this. And they whole time, this gang, like, this my business. like
wow.
That's our business, I shall say.
Congratulations.
For sure.
That's the whole mindset of 901 Entertainment is to globalize it though. Globalize like that entrepreneur mindset for the youth to try to just change. We really want to change the narrative of Memphis with the youth of Memphis with this.
And change the mindset of those who feel like they gotta do
this.
They gotta do this or they gotta do that.
Yeah.
Like, you can use your talents to
do whatever.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie. When I wanted my daughter to go to school, go to college, I wanted her to pledge. I wanted her to like do all these things that I had dreamed for her.
Right.
And when she had the courage to let me know that wasn't what she wanted to do, me, like, it was some grief that was connected to that because I had plans for her. But me giving myself permission to be okay with her having her own dreams, her own desires, and the space and the support to figure it out outside of having to do the norm of going to school, which now I'm learning for a lot of people, it's just not something that, it's a political thing. And in having a degree in some arenas give us the opportunity to have a seat at the table, but what y'all are doing is you're creating the freaking table and inviting people to the table,
trying to make
letting them branch off and create their own table. That's dope.
We want the table to be the biggest table.
That's super dope.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because if we do it all together, then
makes sense.
How can it not succeed?
Yeah. How'd you get to be like that? Like to be selfless when it comes to supporting other people?
I think I've always been that way. Like, and then I will say, and starting with actually dancing, when I was dancing, and like, it was a lot of, I would say, negative energy towards me personally, and like newcomers or younger people, etc. So I always had in mind, like, if I ever get a platform or if I ever make it to an arena where I can be someone to like help others do stuff, that I always would do that, especially for the younger generation. Like, and literally doing it for my brother. Like, literally, like I manifested it for him. Like, literally, like on some like, I'd rather it be you than me. Like, literally, like yes, and that's how I feel. And like I said, when you have that sort of mindset, then people gravitate to you and stuff. And things and opportunities gravitate to you, and you are able to manifest the things that you desire because of your selflessness and your willingness to put other people in a position to do the same thing as you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, some people be selfish. I'm not selfish at all. Like it's not, being selfish, what does that get you? Everybody needs somebody. Everybody needs something.
Everybody needs somebody.
Everybody needs somebody, boy. You say
like, the mindset of people today is so like I can't use you. If I can't use you, this. Like, we should all be a blessing to each other, for sure.
Yeah.
We all connected, truthfully.
Yeah. I heard somebody say we're all interconnected.
Definitely.
And it's true.
Definitely so.
I used to be one of those people that felt like I could do everything on my own.
Right.
It made sense. I was just trying to keep myself from experiencing pain and uncomfortable situations. But it was because I really didn't have the emotional flexibility at the time. I was emotionally immature.
I like that word.
So I thought if I kept myself safe, then I would keep myself safe.
Right.
But what I learned was it was keeping me from being hurt,
Back.
but it was also keeping me from being loved and cared for at the same time. And so learning as an entrepreneur, I can't do all this stuff by myself.
You can start it out by yourself.
You can start it out by yourself because you got to start it.
I was exhausted.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know how to do no
by
website.
yourself. Once you really grow and grow, it's like, okay, now what am I doing? Like how am I doing this by
It's
myself?
not
Like it's
enough.
not working.
It's not enough.
not.
You can't even enjoy
It's
it.
not working. There's no
real.
enjoyment.
For real.
Like, and then it become it's not enjoyment. It's just a job.
Yeah.
You gotta
Then it's
create
just like,
that
what am I
shit.
doing again? Like, why am I even doing this? Literally.
Yeah. I one point I was so exhausted because I'm answering the phones, I'm doing the social media, I'm sitting in front of the clients and I'm being there for them and I'm doing those things, then I'm doing the notes. Like I was a one-man show and I could not figure out why I was so tired every day. But it was because I was giving out more energy than I was able to like put
Replenish.
in for my replenish, for myself.
Stamp it.
And the only thing that really helped was I'm just gonna have to pay some people.
Period.
But realizing that when you pay people, you're not giving money away. You're paying them to help you make more money.
Gotta spend money to make money.
Yeah.
That's what they
Take
say.
it to make
Yeah.
it.
Scared money don't make no money.
Man,
Take it to
scared
make
money
it.
don't make no money.
Take it to
All
make
them
it.
little quotes. All
Sometimes-
the quotes back then, my mom used to tell me,
Now that
man,
makes
they
sense.
knock,
Mine,
they
for
knock you in
sure.
the head
That
when
one-
you get older.
That one for sure.
They knock you in the head
Scared
when you
money
get
don't
older.
make it. That one for sure.
Man,
That one for sure.
they knock you in the head when you get older. I had so
Yeah.
many old quotes that it was said back then, and I was like, huh? And then I'm like, man, that's why they say this. Or,
Yeah.
That's why this was told to me.
Yeah. Tell me about Siri.
Man. Siri, yeah. That phase of Siri, that started. I was in high school just making, when they made iPhones start just repeating what you type.
Yeah.
I was a class clown in school. I'm gonna be real. I used to just make her say stuff. And then when I graduated from high school, of course I always been on social media, just a viral guy, but I had it was like a guy that was roasting on social media, and I was making a video roasting him back. Shout out to Grove Hero, actually. I was making a video roasting him back.
Did you know him or you was just
I mean, I know him through social media. Everybody know him through social media around
Okay.
that time because he was roasting everybody, like, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, man, I'm finna roast him, man. You know what I'm saying? I know how to roast. And I ended up was making a video, and I hadn't did it since high school, and I was like, I just started hearing what I was saying, and I was like, man, I was crying laughing. I'm like, man, this is funny how she's saying it. And then I was like, a lot of people ain't gonna understand what type of jokes that I'm saying, so I'm gonna put pictures with them. So once I put the pictures with him and she was saying it while the pictures was just going, I was in there tripping.
you laughing at yourself?
I was tripping at myself. That's how I knew I had something right there. Cause I'm like, I'm laughing too hard. There ain't nobody in here and I'm laughing this hard at myself. You know what I'm saying? So I posted it and it gained like 100,000 views just on Facebook alone.
Oh, wow.
Like from 6 in the morning all the way to like 10 a.m. That a.m. just within this stretch. And I was like, man, it's something. So I did it again. Just to make sure it wasn't no fluke. Look, you know what I'm saying? And I put this on Twitter that time, and the Twitter post hit 1 million. And once it did that, it was just like, yeah, it's over with.
Oh wow.
And ever since then, it was like, it just took over the internet. It took over the internet to where it's like a lot of like notoriety came from a lot of celebrities, a lot of everybody, and it was just like, man, I got something. And then as years kept going, you had your certain people that didn't know how to approach it when it first came on the internet. Like, what is this? Like, you know what I'm saying? I got to a point where it was like, I was doing it for like, to keep people's name relevant, like whoever just hot. At a point, like it's people that was watching what they'll put on. Cause they knew if they put on something crazy, hey, that Siri lady gonna get you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? People tag me in photos all day. Check in, roast them. So that's how they end up coming about. I honestly didn't think it was gonna get that big, honestly, for real.
Okay.
But-
Which was a good thing.
Which is a good
Because
thing.
then you ain't had no pressure attached to it.
Right. It wasn't no pressure. It was just, I was just doing them. It was just like, this fun. This what I do. This is chicken. This is what Memphis do. We check out of time. So once that happened, it was like I gave the world like the flavor of Memphis, like the lingo of how we check through Siri.
Right.
It was like, this hard. This show how Memphis people rose. If you're around the world, people know how Memphis people check.
See, I check, but I do it in a way to where if you don't understand, if you don't get it, it's gonna go over your head, and then that makes me laugh at myself even more. It's for me. It
So
ain't
you
even
got-
for
so
them.
You got them
So
secret
you
lingo
perform
joints.
witty comedy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's
I can
exactly what it
dig.
is.
Me personally, I'm just gonna come straight out and
gonna-
let you
hey,
know.
This
Let you
man
know
here?
exactly
Oh, my
what you look
God.
like.
Cause I don't like to dig at people,
Hey.
cause I
I'ma let you
know
know
how
exactly
it
what
can
you look like.
affect
Hey.
their self-esteem sometimes. But
It's all in good fun.
yeah, definitely. all in
I
good fun.
make sure to make it be known that it's all in good fun. 'Cause I ain't gonna lie, when I first, so I would say I was the first viral chicken video person in Memphis for sure.
Really?
For
Yeah,
sure.
like popular pages like on Facebook used to like post my videos, get millions of views. Supposed to steal my videos, post them to get millions of views. Like DC Young Fly shared one of my videos. This is like
like 2015.
15. Like, do y'all think this is the new me? If he get 10 million views, I'm gonna respond. Even though he know I won't get 10 million views, he don't even get 10 million views. But yeah, like I developed a whole lot of notoriety from like chicken folks. Like, like chicken folks has opened a lot of doors for me personally. Like for sure. Like I didn't come in contact with so many celebrities. Like I got to meet Odell Beckham. Like we became really cool. Like I was following
wow.
me for chicken folks. Like Von Miller, Super Bowl champion for the he's played for them Broncos and played for whatever team he played for.
Why did you have to, I'm thinking as you talking, I know why I had to learn how to chick. But why did you have to learn how to chick?
I remember. Of course, being from Memphis, you're gonna be checking anyway. But like middle school, man, it was these dudes, bro. In school, them folks used to be blazing me. I'm like, bruh. And I never would say nothing back. I just be looking like, bro, these folks really getting off. These folks is really getting off, bro.
You know they call it bullying.
So I'm like, bro, so these folks, then I'm like, what you saying? You ain't even really funny. You ain't even really funny. If I really think of what you look like, or what you know what I'm saying? If I do this for real, I'm gonna be funnier than you. So there it was like, and same folks who used to be harassing me, the folks used to be like, bro. Hey, bro, come check this mind for me. Come check this mind for me. Come check this mind for me. No, bro. No. No.
Nah.
Had to learn how to check, though, for sure.
Nah, this man here is hilarious. When it comes to
sure.
chicken, hey.
Emmanuel Hudson, like, he like, bro, you are the funniest roaster I ever heard in my life, bro. He like, I've been around everybody. I'm a wild now.
But you know you got to be smart and like wise and insightful.
And that's how I knew. It was just like, okay, bro.
You got to know a lot of stuff.
I know so much stuff, bro. Like you can't miss me, really. Like you can't miss me for real. And even just sometimes it ain't even necessarily about what you say, but how you say it, your delivery of the joke.
Yeah.
And like being able to, if they say, I learned this in Clue in 4th grade. Piggyback to be able to piggyback off the next person, like they say something like
This man crazy.
like they say something like Wendy's burger. Like Wendy's burgers, so I'd be like Wendy's manager or Wendy's janitor. You know what I'm saying? Then you can do the rhyme. You can do the rhyme insurance.
And they're like, where you going with this?
You can do the alliteration insurance where all the words start with the same letter. Or like it's just too much. It's just, how I think of it, it's just like so many endless possibilities. There, like I just can say too much. Like I don't feel like nobody in the world can check better than me for sure.
Oh wow.
For sure.
Okay.
Hey, Emmanuel Hudson said, he stamped it. He stamped it. The show was called Chicken Wars. Mind you, he on out now with DC Young Fly, who is D Roast man. Like, which I like DC. No, nothing against DC, but he like, you are the funniest roast I ever heard.
Stamp it. Thank you.
Yeah, like stamp it.
Give me my belt.
Stamp it. I won. I actually did win the event for real.
You did. You got a belt.
I definitely won the event. It was a trophy. It wasn't a belt. It was a trophy. I definitely won.
You need a belt.
Stamp it.
Yeah, they need to give me the belt done.
Yeah, you need a belt.
Yeah, they need. Hey.
Can't walk around with no trophy.
Chicken War Part 2.
Hey.
I'm finna miss him. I'm finna miss him there.
Chicken War 2, man.
Crucial.
You need a belt.
You need a belt.
Okay, so how do you come up with your routines?
Dance routines?
Yeah.
It's all freestyle. So it'd be like the song. I listen to a lot of music. So I love music, and once I hear the music, it just be like I visualize myself dancing in my head automatically when I hear the song, even if I don't know the words. If I just hear the beat and be like, "Ooh," it'd be like, I just be like, "Oh," you know what I'm saying? I be killing it in my head.
Can you do the routine over again?
Once it's in my head, I'd be like, I'm finna do it. Okay, I was thinking about that. I do it, and then boom. All right.
You're a wizard.
Yeah, this how it is. As a dancer, that's how free flowing it be. like it's a freestyle dance. Like this how free flowing it be. Like once you hear a song, all you really got to do is hear a song once or twice, and it be raps.
Oh, you can freestyle. You can make a routine.
Yeah, if you can freestyle, you can make a routine.
But I mean,
in
but
seconds.
remembering the routine though.
I mean, you doing it.
Off the song, yeah, is you doing it? Yeah, is you doing it? Like if you know the song, like if you know what parts of the song you're gonna do your choreo to or your routine to. That's how you really need to know.
I won't say 6 months down the line, I might not remember it. You know what I'm saying? Verbatim, where I could just go back and perform it exactly the same. But for the most part, once you get in the swing of it, it's just like, yeah, okay, I remember that one. I remember that.
Yeah, y'all had a class where you was teaching people
we
how to do it, right?
We teach a lot.
We teach all the time.
Oh, yeah, we teach everywhere. We didn't teach in Atlanta. Where else? Houston.
The last class with your
class
in
Houston.
Yeah,
we teach here. Actually, I'm finna be teaching at some school where I'm gonna be teaching kids for like 18 weeks this summer with me and my boy A-God. Shout out to A-God, National Jigging League. Now one ENT gang. Make sure we shout out the gang. But yeah, we teaching.
What's the sign for gang?
We teaching.
Is this gang?
Whatever you want.
That's South Memphis right there. Look, she from South Memphis. Hey, that's South Memphis right there. But
see, I ain't gonna throw that
this
one.
usually be gang.
I thought this was Aloha.
You ain't never gonna see me throw that one.
Yeah, they usually say this gang or this gang.
Yeah, this gang.
Yeah, this gang right here. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you can throw this up if you want to.
Your gang can be whatever. Your gang can be whatever gang, man. Whatever fingers you want to throw. You ain't got to throw it no fingers. You can be.
Mine is the official.
Head movement gang.
So I had to learn how to check because of the space that I have right here. It took me a while to grow into it.
What space?
This space right here. Yeah, I had to grow. It took me like a long time to grow into my forehead.
Oh my god.
And then my teeth were messed up to where I had like the little the space where I had the little dangly thing in the middle of it where it get irritated if I eat the roast.
Oh my god.
Coming like a little mini speed bag joint.
They be like, "Can you hold my pencil for me?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." No, put it in your teeth. Like,
oh my god, they getting old.
They would have had me.
Nah, they getting old too hard.
Like that.
Nah,
and then when I had braces, the favorite, like the one they used to say the most was, I looked like I had been chewing on train tracks. Chewing on bricks.
That's all right.
I had been chewing on bricks.
That's all right.
So they getting out. We should have been in school.
I should have been in your class.
I
would have made them cry. For sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
They
getting out too hard.
And being like a social media comedy person, like you gotta, and how the world is now, like, but everything is bullying, so you gotta be like more conscious in school.
Right.
In school, if you check me, bro,
please,
I'm finna check you till you ready to fight me for sure. And then after I beat you up, I'm gonna check you after I'm done for sure. You got beat up.
See, I was studying people, and then I would get them where it hurt real bad. Real bad.
See me personally, like only way I'm finna really get into checking somebody, like really finna blaze you. I'm gonna let you. It depends. It depends on how far you going.
Same.
Like if I see how far you going with it, like I roast with you. You be like, hey, I be like, yeah, all right, and I get there. But when I see that you really trying to like get off, what's up with you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Then it turned into like, what's up with you?
See, then me personally, since I'm the GOAT, I just feel like don't say nothing to me, bro.
Dude here is off the rip.
Don't say nothing to me, bro.
Like I'm trying.
Do not say nothing to me, bro.
Dude is off the rip.
Please do not say nothing to me, bro. And everybody just want to come up, get their little shit again.
Because they don't believe you.
You the dude on roast me. So many people say that. You the dude on roast me. What's up, big nose? So now you shit. Now, are you sure? Are you sure that's what you're trying to do?
Are you sure you would like to do this?
Once I start.
You should keep like clinics with you. Like, hey, you gonna if I get started, you gonna need this right now.
That's why like the Siri like videos, like that's how people used to come. That's exactly how people used to come to me. Like
we really
they can just check
and
me.
Me and Marcus really was in the same line with that. With checking videos. Like I made like a lot of popular voiceover videos. Like my little bro T Money, he the one who was popular with making them right now. But like I really was the first
T
one.
Money so funny.
Yeah, that's little bro. Like, shout out T Money, boy.
I had hit him up on social media because I remember when I started making videos, like folks would steal my videos and post them just to get millions of views, and I post them 90 and getting 1,000, 5,000. So I hit him up like, hey, bro, you need to put a watermark on your video. Like I'm that type of person. Like I try to look out for anybody who doing something that's the same thing as me. And like, man, But when I started making them videos, I used to go so crazy, and then folks started reporting me bullying,
Man.
roast videos, bullying.
How do you get around it?
I ain't no getting around it.
Yeah, I ain't no getting around
You
it.
chill out on making the videos for a long time.
Yep. Gotta be. Either you gotta chill out from the videos, or you just gotta get real
Creative.
You got corny.
I gotta get corny. Like you gotta
get
you know how
like-
Memphis people check. We
Y'all go hard.
we go
Y'all
like
make
off the
people
real.
feel like they need to rearrange their life.
Yeah, but
I
it's
just
all
be-
love though.
But I
It
should
all
be
love.
like, why you even say something to me though?
Cause I ain't know you was
I wasn't
gonna.
finna
I ain't
check
know
you.
you was gonna go there with
I
me.
wasn't finna check you at all. You just wanna check me. So your feelings at this point, I just can't help myself.
Then it's a lot of people.
And it's
that be
so
on-
funny to
yeah.
me. That's why I ain't even doing it to try to be funny to nobody else that's around you. Like I ain't trying to get laughs off nobody.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's so funny for sure.
You laugh at all your jokes.
I think it's so funny. Like for sure, I'm tripping.
Tell me, so your hat says generational wealth. One of the things that I like to talk to people about often is, have you heard of generational curses?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I actually don't believe in generational curses. I think they should be called generational coping skills. Because over time, you know, the things that worked for our grandparents and their grandparents, the coping skills that they needed may have been sufficient at the time. But as you get, the times are different.
Everything
and
not
so
the
you
same.
can't do and treat people how your granddaddy used to do.
Right.
You can't say the same stuff that they used to say. So my question is, what are y'all having to unlearn as far as generational stuff is concerned to affect you being able to have generational wealth?
Man, just basically like planning in the head that it's a whole. First off, it's a whole new way of life. Life changes. It's not the same. It's certain things back then that may benefit now, like as far as tips, but like it's not fully function back then. So in order to get generational wealth, you have to grow with time. You have to keep growing with time.
Yeah.
And what's evolving, and accept it too.
Yeah.
Because it's not the same. It will never be the same, just like now. Now, that in the next 10 to 20 years, I would have to be telling my kid to be talking about trying to get generational wealth a whole nother way. And I'd be like, do it this way. It was like, nah, it ain't. I got to adjust. So in order for generational to help wealth to happen, I just feel like you have to have a lot of, first it start with family. Like on the side of this, say, keep it in the family. Shout out to generational wealth.
Okay.
Like what my mentor told me, you got to have unity and structure. If you ain't got unity or structure like that, generational wealth or generational business, it will never, it ain't gonna help. It ain't gonna work. Unity, you got to have unity, you got to have structure.
Unity and structure, okay.
You got to have unity, you got to have structure. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to be on the same page when it comes to building general wealth. Everybody has to be sharp. Everybody has to be sharp. It's the difference between being rich. I want to be rich. We gonna all be rich versus we gonna all be wealthy.
Yeah.
Two different things.
What's something you having to unlearn or learn differently? Something like specific.
Unlearn. What I had to unlearn. I can't really pinpoint what I had to unlearn.
I'll say. I don't necessarily say unlearn, but I'll say separating business and personal.
Yeah.
Period.
That's the biggest, yeah.
Period.
That's one of the biggest out of all of them.
And understanding that it is a business. And understanding that you are a business.
Understanding everything.
That was something that, I mean, until recently, I mean, regardless of age or whatever, like not really understanding, like, you really are a business. Like, literally, you're walking around advertisement for you.
Right.
Like, as opposed to you're a worker to be working to build somebody else's dream.
Right.
Nah.
Or even a slave to yours, not realizing you're a
right.
business.
Right.
No cap.
One thing that I have had to work on when I learned and realized that I'm an actual walking business, I need to have open and close hours.
Opening, man.
Hey.
I
Hey
need
now.
to have, like, I
Hey
can't
now.
run 24 hours.
Hey now.
What time do I close?
Yeah,
What
at
time,
this time
am
to
I
go.
no longer available for business? And, like, making sure that I'm in the mental mindset of, these are my work hours. After a certain time on Fridays, I don't respond to phone calls, text messages, or emails until like Monday at a certain time.
You got something with that.
Because if you open it up and you are handling it and dealing with it, or even allowing people to think that if I text him tonight at midnight, he gonna respond.
Right. Like, nah.
Nah, it don't work like that.
Nah, it definitely don't work like that with me anyway.
Yeah, and some people in business, they worry that if they don't respond, they're gonna lose the business. So they feel like they gotta respond to everything. But your energy be low because you giving and you're responding to everything on a regular basis, but being like, hey,
Can't even successfully run your business.
no, you can't.
Yep.
And so like Monday, I'm not available.
You never even
Man.
get a chance to handle anything with the business for real. Like
Yeah.
outside of the operation of it, like then at that very moment.
Right.
It's like all times it's that very moment. So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
So when do I get to handle this right here that I need to handle related to it, or this right here that need to take place, or I ain't gonna be able to have this business running and operating.
And then you get behind and you like start procrastinating, and before you know it, you in the red.
And now you don't even want to have the business no more. Now you
Yep.
like forget the business. Now
And
I'm
you
finna
the
go.
business.
And you are the business.
You are the
How can you
business.
forget the business? How can you
For
forget the
real.
business?
For real. That's
I can see switching the business, but
that's probably
forgetting
what
the
I
business.
unlearned. That's probably what I had to unlearn right there.
Nah, for sure.
That's it.
What?
Separating personal from business, really.
Yeah.
And just knowing that I am a business and knowing that
Everything is a business.
everything
move.
is business.
Everything is a business.
The world
move.
is business.
Right.
Even the personal things
Even
are
relationships.
business.
Yeah, right.
Right.
The personal
Relationships are
things. The
business.
personal things are definitely business moves. Like
Yeah.
anything that's causing you to have, if it takes revenue to do anything, it's a bit.
Yeah.
My son is a part of business.
Right.
Was a part of my business.
Yeah.
He is his own business as well. I'm gonna make sure.
Stamp it.
So speaking of that, I have learned from my own personal experiences and from other people, is even like who you're in relationship with and who you're connected to. It's the business, and they have to understand that it's a business in a lot of ways.
For sure.
How do y'all manage relationships in work?
You want to start on it first, or?
I don't manage it.
Huh?
I don't manage it.
Oh.
Well, me personally,
I was trying to manage it, but it don't manage. You know what I'm saying?
well, me personally, as far as a relationship and business, I just feel like my whoever I'm dating or talking to,
Come on, Ace. Squishing my legs.
I'm open to, if we get the connection, I'm open to grow each other. As far as like growing each other, so with if I'm in a business, I feel like I feel like a woman, women, I don't feel like women understands like certain things when it comes to being an entrepreneur. Like that's why I feel like if I'm in a relationship, I have to nurture the mindset.
That's a good thing.
You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing. Yeah, it's a good thing. But like, it's like,
But you also have to have time.
right, have to have time. And
patience.
yeah, and being an entrepreneur, it's a lot of time. Like being an entrepreneur, you don't have a lot of time as far as like, you know, being in a relationship, to how the whole relationship supposed to be, and you know what I'm saying? Sometimes the time is not there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It can't be there unless both
It's
is
like
just,
what she said.
Yeah.
It's like what she said. Being in a relationship, you both have to understand that you both are a business. Well,
Right.
Especially if the other person that you're choosing to be in a relationship with is operating as an entrepreneur themselves. Like you gotta understand
Right.
like, all that time that you think you're gonna be getting, it's sometimes it's not able to be that way. And the person has to be understanding of it or it ain't gonna work.
like how you was saying, you got your cutoff hours. You know what I'm saying? You got your
Right.
when you start work, you know what I'm saying? You got to cut off business, and you got to know how to cut off business. You got to know how to have the time. It's like once you doing that as an entrepreneur, being in a relationship as an entrepreneur, you gotta actually like
Be intentional.
you got to know be intentional with what you're doing, like because you got feelings you got to take in now. You know what I'm saying? This would business period, but still you got. It's somebody on your male or female. It's a girl. It's somebody on your collarbone that's with you. So if y'all don't understand that both of y'all are business, it ain't gonna work. I promise it ain't gonna work. But you can also nurture the mind to grow with each other
Right.
If they're open to it.
if they're open to it. And
if they have the capacity to
Yeah,
understand.
not just open to it. I was
They
just gonna
gotta
say
have
that.
the capacity to
they gotta be
understand.
hungry
Because
for it, just like I'm hungry
You can be
for it
open
too.
to anything, but if you can't
If you can't comprehend
acclimated to it being that way, it still ain't gonna work.
It ain't gonna work. Yeah.
I understand that you're a business. I understand that you work a lot, but I'm just clingy, and you ain't here, so it just can't work. And it's just you just gotta understand that's what it is. And
right.
Being honest and like, I always want the best for whoever I'm in a relationship with, regardless if it relates to me or not. So yeah, that's how I look at it for sure.
I was married to an entrepreneur, but I didn't understand that's what he was experiencing. And I think he didn't have the ability to explain it to where I could understand.
Right. Understand how to communicate it.
Yeah, and I felt like he was intentionally neglecting me.
Right.
But he was like, no, I have to do this. And I'm thinking, because you work for yourself, you can come and go as you please.
Right, yeah. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
That's exactly what it is.
It's just like, okay, I mean, I can come and go as I can please, but if I'm coming and going as I please, if I'm always coming, if I'm always coming.
No business is never going.
Anything happening, I'm just
I didn't understand until it was my turn.
I'm just here with you, and the business just like this.
Just going down.
It ain't even moving.
Right.
It's just right here.
Yeah.
I made it to this point. Now I'm just at this point.
Yeah. So you gotta sacrifice. You gotta prioritize because balance is not a real
very
thing.
important.
There's no such thing as balance.
What is that?
What has to get your attention right now? So some stuff gotta fall by the wayside or wait. But being able to explain that stuff,
it'd be hard. Yeah, it'd be hard.
understand.
It'd be hard because, like me personally, I like when I really got on the business tip and just like start knowing like the business, it was like, dang. When I first was in a relationship or was trying to, was trying to do it, it was like, I couldn't explain it because it was like, I mean, you're not gonna get it. It's like I'm talking to a brick wall. Like you're not gonna get it, and it's like
you can't understand really.
You really can't understand until
you in it.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or you just gotta like lead by example.
Yeah.
I gotta show. You gotta be shown to be like, oh, that's what I was talking about. But I couldn't explain it to you because I got feelings for this person. I don't want to.
And sometimes, they still just can't understand.
Yeah.
And it's just how it works. I mean,
and it's just how I go. Yeah.
You might love somebody to death, but it don't mean that y'all.
One thing I wish that people would unlearn, especially when it comes to entrepreneurship, is when people say you make time for what you want.
Like what?
Right. That too. Oh my God.
I want to make some money, so let me make the most time for that. Like literally, you're right. You're right. You're definitely right.
I can't really make time for what I want sometimes.
Yeah, I really can't. Yeah, you really can't do that.
I want to.
Truthfully.
But I can't because the priorities are different and the priorities are mixed up. So if you feel like I'm not making time and you feel like that means that I don't want to be with you, it's going to be an issue.
It's like.
And if you can't come to understand it, it's literally nothing I can do about it.
It's nothing I can do about it. Literally, it's nothing I can do about it.
Which goes back to alignment.
Back to alignment. Go right back to it.
I'm just chilling.
Falls back to alignment. Like,
if I'm just chilling, can't nothing happen. Can't nothing be happening. And you want to go on dates. You want to do all this stuff.
You want to be booed up.
You want to do everything that take money without me doing nothing to make money. Like, all right, man.
We gotta be able to grow.
That should be a dating question. Have you ever dated an entrepreneur? Can you handle being in a relationship with an entrepreneur?
I'm gonna start using it.
Do you know what a doggone entrepreneur is?
And the kind that I am, it's just like spur of the moment, this, spur of the moment,
I be frustrated with you.
Spur of the moment, this, spur of the moment, this. It's just how they come. Like especially doing dancing, somebody might just hit you up today.
Yeah.
And now everything you plan for next week might change. Like,
life is very spontaneous. Yeah.
Somebody hit me up and say, I got $3,000 for you to come out here for 3 days. So now whatever I thought I was gonna do for you, that was gonna be for free. I gotta make my money, man.
Yeah.
Make my money.
Being an entrepreneur is up and down.
We postpone or
do you have sabbaticals from work? Like where you sabbaticals where you look at me sabbaticals.
What they mean?
Where you intentionally take a break or a vacation.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I'm not necessarily literally going nowhere particularly.
Or like for 2 weeks out of the year, I'm not doing anything because this is my time where I'm intentionally nurturing friendships and relationships and being there for my family.
I do that all the time.
Okay.
Got to have that time. This what they fall back to when I say get your you time.
Yeah.
Always get your you time.
Then, like I said,
who.
again, in what we do, like, it's just so sporadic. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's at a point where it's so consistent that it can be the only stream of whatever income that you're gonna be getting.
Okay.
Or whatever. So, yeah, that play a part.
Okay. Who's your target audience?
Who's my target audience?
Target audience.
Your avatar.
What you mean?
Who is your
Who you target?
Who is your entertainment for?
Right.
Oh, my entertainment is for what you saying, like the age brackets or like?
Yeah, who are your fans? What?
I ain't gonna lie, I got all type of fans.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? I got all type of fans. Because I do so much. I do comedy.
This is what it is.
You know what I'm saying? I do so much. I can't really just say who I target. I just say I target the world, the people.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? All races, all my platform. I do what I do now at this point to motivate, to want people to do more. So whatever you see on Instagram is to motivate you, is to make you smile.
All your videos make me happy.
You know what I'm saying? It's to make you happy. You know what I'm saying? And that alone.
And it's to make me happy.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's
sure.
to make me knowing that I'm making
Right.
somebody
I'm doing it
happy.
because I want to do it. First of all.
Yeah, that's important.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Knowing that I'm making somebody happy is big to me because like how I look at life. I look at life like people just be like, I gotta have money. I gotta have money. Gonna come when you're an entrepreneur. When you get your business going and all that, money gonna come. Like money just once you become the business and know your business and know how to move in business, and money gonna come. My biggest thing in life is how much of an impact that I made. Like as far as how many people's lives I changed from a conversation, from seeing a post, from seeing me having a, you know what I'm saying, seeing me here or there. Like I don't want it to just be like, oh yeah, you gave me some money and changed my life.
You want to serve.
I mean, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like that's cool, but like
I want to be
able to come in the room and be like, hey bro, give you a conversation in 10, 20 minutes, and at that 10, 20 minute conversation, man, look at me in 6 months, bro. I'm a billionaire. I'm a millionaire off what you just told me.
I
want
like
to
that too.
know what I'm saying? I want to be able to tell people stuff that they're gonna take with them.
Impact them.
Yeah, because
The generations.
I know my talent. I know what God gave me. I know money gonna always come because what God gave me. I know my talent.
Yeah.
I know where God. I know the steps God taking me to where that is nothing.
Right.
I want to be able to impact
Okay.
vocally and just through my spirit
Okay.
of what I do.
Is that the same audience for you?
Yeah, that was a big thing. That was always a big thing for me, like influencing others and changing the lives of others. Like I feel like I succeeded for sure. Like if I never succeed in what I personally want to do, I feel like I'm a success in others' success. Like I feel like I have definitely changed a lot of people's lives directly and indirectly.
Yeah.
That like if I'm gone, like they gonna know, like, oh yeah, he put me on game for real. He put me on. Regardless if they gonna say it, and it ain't never gotta tell nobody. I don't even want the recognition from it or nothing like that. It's just like, oh yeah, let's turn. Like I look at, like you said, something about T Money. Like I look at him like when I first started talking to him, he wasn't even focused on, like, he was just only on Facebook. He wasn't even focused on Instagram at all. I was like, bruh, if you do this, do this, and watch what I tell you. He hit me up like few days later, like, man, bro, it ain't doing it. It ain't doing it. I'm like, bro, just keep doing it.
Stay consistent.
Bro, like 2 months, this man had more followers than me, and I had like 20K, and he had like 2,000 when I started talking to him.
Oh wow.
The man had 60K followers, like three months, like YouTube videos, like his YouTube going crazy, like everything I told him, like literally, I'm like, you got a YouTube? He like, nope, make a YouTube, put your videos on YouTube, like all that. Like, I experienced not knowing to help others know. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope. I like it.
Right.
Like why I gotta make you struggle to learn what I already know? It don't even make sense. And how is it helping anything progress? It ain't helping me progress either. Like, I just got all this knowledge.
You're like, I got the
I'm gonna be gone
roadmap.
with all this knowledge. Now I ain't help nobody do nothing.
You know what I like about y'all?
What did you do? What did you really do?
Like, y'all know y'all's worth.
What did you really do?
Like, you know your worth. You know your gift. You know your light.
Come on now.
I really like that. That makes
Yeah,
me happy.
that's one thing. Yeah, that's one thing I do want to let y'all know, man. Always know your worth.
Period.
I don't care what it is.
And then add
no,
text.
Period.
Know your worth.
Double tax.
Know your worth. If you don't know nothing
tax.
else in with your talent when you go into as an entrepreneur, know your worth. If you're gonna be an entrepreneur, know your worth. You know what I'm saying?
And like you said,
understand.
boundaries. Setting them boundaries. Like, bro, you my friend, but
it's business.
I gotta get paid, bro.
Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah.
I give you a discount.
And
I give you a discount.
I used to think that boundaries was like a gate or a fence because sometimes things are literal for me.
Right.
But what I've learned is boundaries are desires and expectations.
Definitely.
They're desires and expectations that you have for yourself in order for people to have access to you. And they need to know it because sometimes we have imaginary contracts with people or imaginary boundaries that people don't know about. And so, yeah, boundaries are important.
Or they look at the boundaries like it's not boundaries. Like, we friends, so you just talking? Nah. Lie to you.
Man,
Yeah.
what?
First too, just like anybody else.
I'll send you an invoice.
What? Come on now.
Yeah.
Fast.
When you had your business, I ain't coming in your little restaurant trying to eat for free.
For free,
I
man.
heard this guy, he
Come
said one
patronize,
time
man.
that even when he does something free for his friends, he still sends them an invoice and then like cancels out the amount.
Oh, that's smart.
So that they can know how
Understand.
much his time, how valuable his time is.
So you can get it.
Yeah.
I'm sitting in front of you for 2 hours. I could have made $3,000. Not saying that I would have. But
Right.
I could have.
I could have. Right.
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 I understand
So
that.
I'm sending you an invoice
Understand that.
to know that our friendship was this much at this
To
time.
me, for sure.
Yeah.
And to let you know that it mean that much to me. To
Right.
even be giving you my time like
Right.
it. For sure.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Well, in closing,
I like that.
do y'all have anything that you would like to say to anybody who is watching? What do people need to know? Where we gonna see you at?
Y'all gonna see me everywhere. Y'all gonna see us everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Everywhere.
Y'all gonna see us continue seeing us everywhere, keep moving things. But for the most part, for people that's gonna see this, people that's watching, if you want to get started into entrepreneurship, the biggest thing is starting. You know what I'm saying? Starting. I know
Don't
this
start
sounds
till you
like a
start.
curse word to you right now when you're doing it. It sounds like a curse word when you're trying to start a business. Start. That sounds like somebody cursing you out. But I promise you, start. Once you start,
You start it.
know what I'm saying?
Literally.
You started. You can't. It's like getting yourself into something that you can't get yourself out of, because you got to start once you done started already. And on top of that, if you're trying to be an entrepreneur, if you ain't comfortable being uncomfortable, man.
Ooh,
If you ain't
I'm glad you
comfortable,
remembered to say that.
You gotta tell
if
them.
you're not comfortable being uncomfortable, don't even try it. Don't
Just
try
like you
it.
said, start. Make sure.
Just like
you
I said, start. Make sure you're ready for the being uncomfortable too.
and just like you said, start. No, don't give up.
Giving up ain't an option. Ain't never an option.
And being understanding and flexible, understanding flexibility, understanding that what you think might be for you, it might not be for you. You might have to move this around right here and turn that corner right there. Might have to take the back door just this time right here. I might have to do that for free. I might have to go pop out and show love to this person right here, and I might do this right here. Just gotta understand, like, everything don't come fast, and there's no such thing as a failure. You only fail when you give up.
And don't nobody you know in this world that's successful has made it just like that. It's always a
such
process.
thing as an overnight success.
No such thing as
literally.
an overnight success.
In the overnight
success, it's a story.
It took something to get to that point.
It's a story. Yeah, it's a story behind overnight success when it come down to
You
that.
dropped the song and you blew up. Now you a millionaire. It was
know what I'm
overnight, but
It wasn't.
You was growing up as a little kid, rapping, trying to learn
Trying to- you know
the
what I'm
craft
saying?
and perfecting this, and you know what I'm saying, receiving the hatred from this direction and receiving the love from this direction, and everything that shape you and mold you into whatever it is. So
Gotta have them cuts. Gotta have them scars. You gotta have knee breaks.
The road itself is necessary.
It's necessary. The road is necessary. It ain't gonna do nothing but make, like they said, it ain't gonna do nothing but make you stronger. It ain't gonna do nothing but make you stronger. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And
To where when you get stronger, the cuts and the bruises and the drops, it ain't gonna feel like nothing. You getting right back up from it because you done experienced it. It don't hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Get that hurt out the way. It's just like everything else. I compare everything. It's just like everything. It's gonna get that hurt out the way. Get that hurt out the way. If you start entrepreneurship, go on, get the hurt out the way. Because I promise it's going to hurt.
I wish I had known that.
Yeah.
when I first started.
I wish I would have. I wish I would have known it too. That's what a lot of entrepreneurs don't know. They don't be knowing. They don't know this gonna happen. They just think, oh man, I got the vision.
Like, when is it gonna be smooth sailing?
Yeah, it's gonna get smooth
When
sailing.
is the easy come?
Right.
It only get
It
easy.
ain't easy. It only get
Done.
hard.
More
It ain't easy.
ideas
It only
lead
get
to more
harder.
ideas.
It ain't easy.
Even when it get easier for you, like physically, like physical labor, et cetera, it's always something that's gonna make it harder.
Right.
Now it costs more money to run this business. Now I gotta hire this person. Now I gotta be in control. Now I gotta be over this person and this, and I gotta oversee this, and I gotta make sure this person can oversee this for me, for my business, and like hey, it only gets harder. You
Come
just
a lot of hard work,
You
man.
gotta keep going
And
You gotta
stay
keep going.
connected.
and keep the goal in mind.
Yeah.
Stay genuine. Keep God first. You know what I'm saying? Keep God always first. But for the most part, yeah. You keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Gotta
Keep
keep going.
going.
Thank
You
you.
gotta keep going. Like it. You gotta keep going. The world we live in now, I know it's a lot. It's a spiritual warfare going on. So, like I say, keep y'all temples together. Keep the minds together. Keep your you time together. You know what I'm saying? Keep your energy in the right place it needs to be. If you got to detach yourself from people, separate from people, do that because it's necessary nowadays. That's why you
Necessary, period.
see a lot of people just going, you know what I'm saying, crashing out because they ain't got a lot of guidance. It's just,
Yeah.
all this going on. Keep your temples together, but keep this temple together. Keep going. Don't let. It's a lot of negative stuff when you doing good in this world we in now. It's a lot of negative stuff gonna come. A lot. Like it's a lot of negative stuff that's gonna be poking you, and you got to be able to be like, I know what that is. 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 Keep me. You know what I'm
Trying to
saying?
mess up your alignment.
Yeah, trying to mess with your alignment. So, for the most part, y'all buy y'all some kneecaps, some knee braces,
Might like
and all
some
that, and learn how to
kneecaps. Don't you
pray,
already got
man.
them?
I'm
You
talking
might
about
like buy some kneecaps.
the knee pads.
Knee
You know what I mean?
pads.
Get you some knee pads,
You said
man.
kneecaps, I saw
Hey,
knee
hey,
You could
pads.
buy extra
Hey.
kneecap, man.
But I do need an extra
Hey, y'all know
kneecap.
that. Hey, y'all know what I mean. Get y'all some knee pads, man, and man, learn how to pray for real,
Yeah.
and start praying, and yeah, man.
Thank you. We appreciate you for staying tuned to Bougie Black Therapist podcast. And make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. You can also find me at stoppingthechase.com. I have a free download to help you get started on how to start cultivating your bougie boundaries. And in closing, where can we find you on social media?
Yes, you can find me on all platforms. Marcus.901. That's MARCUS. Don't forget the dot 901. Twitter, real Marcus 901_. And yeah, follow the business. Follow to keep staying tuned with 901 Entertainment at 901. Don't forget the dot 901.ent. Instagram 901.ent.
Hey.
You can find me on all social media platforms. It's JayR901. That's JayR. Like Mark said.
I
With the
love a good unnecessary R.
unnecessary R for sure. And we gonna put the bigger dot after that R. You know what I'm saying? 901. Don't forget the dot again, because sometimes they might forget, but they don't need to forget their dot for sure. And make sure they follow 901.ent on all platforms. 901 Entertainment taking over the world, man.
Yay.
Stamp that.
You did.
Thank you.
Make sure y'all follow. Make sure y'all follow Black is Bougie podcast.
Man,
Y'all make sure y'all
do
follow that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all stay
What y'all
tapped
doing?
in, man.
If y'all ain't
That's
following
it.
it, what y'all doing?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't even watch. What
They
you watching?
need it.
What you watching?
I
bro?
stamp it. I stamp
Jay
it.
watching? Before Jay watching, that's crazy.